The points in the paint were an issue tonight, but just what kind of happened out there from your perspective?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about their pace, how fast they play, and they drive it right to your chest. We couldn't stop them. They were just coming right downhill, right at the rim. They lived at the rim, couldn't keep the ball in front of us, and then we let them hang around. Leave them hang around, let it up to a 50-50 call both ways, and then try to grab a rebound. Couldn't grab a rebound, so left them hang around. I thought in the fourth we tried to pick up our intensity. This is the NBA. Those guys are a competitive bunch. Give them credit. They're continuing to play through. I mean, Colin Sexton has done this for years. Like, he finds ways to impact games by his overall tenacity and toughness. He did again tonight.
Coach just, never took the lead in the game. What do you feel like maybe was going on in the first three quarters for you guys?
I thought the first quarter we some of the shot making didn't go our way. They're early, but that's the game of basketball. You turn it on every night. Some nights it doesn't go in. At some point over the course of the game, you hope it breaks your way. Never quite got there. And again, I think we tried to pick our spots. There's just too many possessions we wasted early. We talked about it at halftime, couldn't come out and fix it. And then I thought Amir's energy really helped us as the game went on. And we tried to win some of those 50-50 balls when some nights it just doesn't fall for you.
And the other thing, come on, you went with him early and he was active. And as the game goes on, you're trying to find combinations that's working. What did you see from Malawach overall? And then just the combinations you were looking for, what were you seeking as you were making rotations?
Yeah, we're just seeking for 5-man minutes. And then we love Oso with the second unit. That's what we tried early to try to take him out, bring him back with the second unit. Second unit didn't function like it normally does. So that's the things we're going to have to learn real quick. And when you take a guy out, a guy of that magnitude that has been so consistent for us, that's why the injury thing is unfortunate. So you remove one thing like that, it's just a trickle-down effect. But we'll have to find solutions pretty quick.
Jordan, what makes Devin Booker so great is he always makes the right play, the winning play. But on that last possession, it seemed like he may have had a chance for a shot there in the corner. In that situation, do you want him to be aggressive and take that shot?
I thought the catch on the corner of the pass was way above his head. He just tried to stay in bounds. He had to find his feet. We stepped on the sideline so many times. I think that's on all of our mind when you step out of bounds that many times. And we got a layup. We got a layup at the end of the game. I think we would take that every night.
How deflating did you think it was for the offense where, they would get a bucket or two, but then on the other end it was just another layup for Chicago, possession after possession? It just felt like you guys couldn't stack a couple on each end. Yeah,
again, credit to them. They play at a pace that is hard to keep up with it. I think multiple teams like that do in the East. We all have league pass. We see the different pace that they play with compared to some of the nights that we, in the West. That's what they've done. They've done it for multiple years. And then I just think their overall intent to get into the paint, especially those guards. I thought Trey Jones was great, especially in the first half. And then Sexton's ability just to get downhill and his just overall grit. You could feel him willing their team to a victory.
In the third quarter, when you started trapping and picking up the pace even more offensively, it felt like it was almost there. But what do you think prevented you guys from, again, stacking a few possessions together?
Yeah, it's probably a credit to them. Some stuff. We're trying to blitz to create some energy. We shouldn't be asking for energy. We want to get to march and play meaningful games. We shouldn't be asking for energy. That's why we're blitzing. We blitzing because we can't contain the basketball, and we're looking for energy. We all season have fed off of our defense creating offense. 0 steals in the first quarter. I think 2 at halftime. We're trying to find any way possible to create some offense from our defense. So. Again, it's not like they got into the bonus super early in multiple periods, so that's a part of what we do. We just didn't do it soon enough, and then when you try to turn it up late, the other team's already rolling.
Coach, how did you assess how often you all were able to get to the rim in the half court tonight?
us to the rim, yeah, never good enough. I don't think. I mean, they're in the 100th percentile. And them getting to the rim, we never get there quite good enough. We're trying to get there. I think that's where we'll miss Mark a little bit. But we're trying. We're trying to get to the paint. You know, we got to sometimes drive through contact, I think. But at the end of the day, we got there into the fourth quarter when we needed it the most, and we're going to keep trying to find ways to get there.
Coach, you mentioned it in your previous answer to Kellen, but when the energy is flat, you know, what are you saying to the guys to sort of get that spark that you need?
They know it. You know, they know it. This is a group of competitive dudes. They just knew we didn't quite have it early enough, but we do it with honesty. We took the first time out. Again, we had 0 turnovers. The reason I know we had 0 turnovers because I said it to the group. Then at halftime, we just talked about wasting possessions. Like, we can't waste possessions. We're not that type of team. And we got to somehow get our activity and energy up. That's why we were searching. We were searching for different lineups, different guys. I thought we did find it with Amir there late. Good. Thanks.